Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm comparing the two LEGO Sanctum Sanctorum sets that depict the entire building. LEGO did make an interior Sanctum set for the first Doctor Strange movie, but I don't have it built right now, and honestly, I just wanted to compare the two buildings. That set was really cool, but it's nothing like these two. So on the left, we've got the 2018 version, the Sanctum Sanctorum Showdown, which cost $100. And then on the right, we've got the new 2022 Sanctum Sanctorum that retails for $250. This one was based on Infinity War. This one is based on Infinity War and Multiverse of Madness. And obviously, we know which one the winner is already because you cannot beat a modular building, but I thought it would still be interesting to take a look at the things that have stayed the same between both versions. Funnily enough, these are both corner buildings. This one is like a true corner modular that does connect on two different angles. This one is just like, it's more of a fold open to make a corner, but you can also close it to make an enclosed building. And as you can see, it is not the sanctum on both sides. One side is Peter Parker's apartment building and a little pizza shop. I've added a couple of my own stickers to it. But I think that that was a really good choice for 2018 because this set being the sanctum on one side and being an apartment building on the other, it just makes it so much more versatile. I think that it is really nice that you were able to open it out into a corner like this and kind of have two different facades, because in a 2018 building set, you don't really need it to be fully enclosed. It was definitely nice. That's how I displayed mine, but I also really liked this look. This sanctum is just the sanctum, which I'm glad, because I would not want half of it to be an apartment building in a $250 set. But this sanctum build annoys me quite a bit because it's like fully just not complete around this side. It doesn't have like the angling and the corner that it's supposed to have. And it really bothers me because I think it throws off the entire front of the building. I did review this set in full, so you guys can check that out. But like my source of irritation with this set is that if LEGO was going to do like an accurate sanctum with like one side of it complete, why didn't they just do both sides? I honestly, if LEGO wasn't going to do the other side, I would have preferred if they just did this again. If they just made the front facade and didn't even bother starting to do the sides. Because in a $250 set, I expect it to be like accurate, and making the sanctum an asymmetrical building is just super awkward. The back of the new set is actually awesome, with like a little sling ring portal into Camartage and a nice alleyway. And I love the stickers back here. There's some really great work there. I have closed the sanctum back up here. And I will say that this set has a lot of play features. I am going to take a little bit of a closer look at it because I've never reviewed it on my channel. So I do want to talk about the interior. I will show you guys the interior of this new sanctum as well. But again, there's no contest. This one is going to win. And I'm not going to take you guys through every single detail because, like I said, I did do a review on it already. But first, starting with the exteriors, some things have remained the same. LEGO uses the same build for the window, even though the actual window piece is different. They use the same color for this middle floor, even though other things around it have changed. And they use the same kind of basic technique for the walls on the ground floor by putting like 1x2 tiles over here. The only difference is that in this set, you've got a mix of jumpers and ingots, and on the new version, you've only got like just regular tiles. So the new version looks better. I like the doors better because like I think that blue color like just looks really cool. But I'm also just noticing that those doors are like uneven. That's not great. I think I put the stickers on wrong, because why is that one higher than the other? That's kind of strange. I'm gonna have to take a look at that later. But I do really like, I mean, I do prefer the new Sanctum, obviously. The 2018 one was great for what it was. I love the ingot pieces. I really like these little like decorative scroll things here. But the new one just puts in so many more pieces. I really love that little window on the second floor, and I really prefer the roof on the new one. The sand green is more accurate and it looks perfect. The black was always inaccurate, but I never really minded it. I thought it still looked cool, even if it didn't look as much like the Sanctum from the movies. But yeah, even like the new printed dish for like the big window, it's so much better on the new one, because this one's cast in silver, so it's a little bit harder to see, but that one is in like a bright copper, which makes it stand out a lot more under the right lighting conditions. And the roof on the new one is worlds better as well. I've got a bunch of minifigures up here, but you've got a nice little garden, you've got a bunch of chimney stacks, and like HVAC systems and stuff like that. But the old one was honestly pretty awesome. I also have minifigures on this one. We have Doctor Strange and Hela, because Hela is going to be attacking the Sanctum in my new display. But you've got like this, whoops, broke something off. You've got this water tower that was like a feature to let down Spider-Man's like web at the back of this thing. So that was like a really clever thing. And then you also had like a little action button to like push Spider-Man off this ledge so that he could like swing down with his rope. That was really, really clever. And the chimneys on this one do not look as good. I never realized how like small they were until like I built the new one. But yeah, like this was a pretty decent roof for, you know, a set like this. All right, so we're gonna open it up, and first we'll take a quick peek at Peter Parker's apartment because it has no equivalent in the new set. A little bed here with a pizza on the floor. You have a little trapdoor function on the outside of the building, which was kind of weird. Like, why would you have a trapdoor in your apartment? But again, really nice feature. Some moving boxes. I put this, sorry, gotta adjust the camera. I put this like Lego Cafe Corner set on his floor. And then like he's just got a little workstation. And then on the ground floor, you had the pizza shop. And there was another feature here because you could actually, where is it? Does it go this way? No, whoops. It's the plungers on the outside. If you push that forward, you could actually like knock out the window to the pizza shop. So yeah, this set, I think honestly has the gold standard for action features from LEGO for me, because I just really love like everything that they put in here. You've also got some nice stickers on this set. There's some webs. You've got this web design class and a little like heart thing for Liz. And then on this side, you've got like some sling ring portals and stuff like that. So there was still a good amount of detail and references, even though this set was so small. But now getting into the Sanctum itself, we're going to start at the top so that I can do a direct comparison of the interiors. So this interior was pretty small, but there's a lot of good stuff in it. Like you have just barely enough room to pose up a couple of figures. And you've got a stack of papers on the floor, some like magical books, a candle, bookshelves with a skull. And then on the other side, excuse me. Okay, it's kind of hard to see the other side, but it's another bookshelf with a cup. This like giant web is in the way. And I guess I forgot to show you guys this feature, but yeah, you can also blow out a window of Peter Parker's apartment. Like I said, I love all of the features in the old Sanctum set. Like it is one of my favorite like LEGO sets for sure. And there's this fire escape, which yeah, also irrelevant to the Sanctum interior. But I'm just trying to show you how good that set was, especially for 2018 when it was like the biggest Marvel set we had ever gotten that wasn't the Helicarrier or the Hulkbuster. But yeah, this was like the biggest minifigure scale set when it came out like back in the day, which is kind of crazy to think about now that we have stuff like the Daily Bugle. So this interior is better, obviously. It's a really nice like little museum of all of the artifacts that we see on the top floor of the Sanctum in the movies. And it's just so much more spacious, and yeah, you can't really beat it. It's even got like the little like balcony that goes down throughout the entire Sanctum. So I like this one better, but this one was very nice. On the second floor here, you've got a little sling ring portal that's to like the outside wall right here, which is a nice reference. And then you've got like one of those magic book things. Like that's the thing that Caecilius used in the first Doctor Strange movie. Then you have a little treasure chest here, which, does it have something in it? Oh yeah, it's got some daggers in it. Cool. And then there's another bookshelf on the side with a little feature. So this is supposed to be like the library section. And so if you turn that plunger when the thing is like in corner mode, or I mean, I guess when it's in normal mode too, but then you can't access the plunger, it knocks out that wall, and the time stone is supposed to be hidden in the bookcase there, but I have taken it out. That is very nice. I always love it when you can blow the walls off of LEGO buildings. You cannot blow the wall off of the new Sanctum set, but you can just remove some sections. This is a nice reference to the first Doctor Strange set, that one that's not in this video. I kind of wish I had rebuilt it, but I don't have time now because I'm leaving for school tomorrow. So, oh well. But that set had a tentacled monster coming out of the wall. So this is Gargantos that Wanda summoned in Multiverse of Madness. So I like that it's coming out of the wall, and you can actually just stick it like right into this library thing if you leave enough room for its tentacles, and I think that that's pretty awesome. But yeah, those wall sections are like completely swappable, even with the sling ring portal down here, and so I think that that is a really, really great feature. And I really like that, you know, it exposes like the entire interior. That door should not be open. But this is my favorite part of this set, is just like this appearance. having like the staircase leading to the library, this is just such an epic look, and it just makes me so happy. So yeah, this interior wins. Look at all of those references, look at all of those details, look at those bookshelves. You've got the chairs where he drank beer with Thor. You've got like some knickknacks up in the corner. This is just my favorite floor of the set. It's very spacious. It's very like, it feels like a lot of care has been put into it. And like I said, you can even have Gargantos coming through the wall. Please fit with your tentacles. I did not do a good job of arranging those so that he could fit in, but like, that is just so cool that he'll fit there if you actually make the effort to put him on the studs, which I will not do right now because it's taking too long. And then back there is a door, and those are like the traveling doors to different realms. So you've got the dark dimension, and then if you slide the AC units on the back, you'll go to the desert, or you can go to the Himalayan mountains where Kamartaj is. So that is really, really nice, and that's just a great play feature. So yeah, sorry, Old Sanctum. I love that you can blow out the wall to reveal the time stone, but it's got nothing on this. And then finally, on the ground level, you'll notice that you do have some steps down into the interior, which is pretty nice. And then you have this little like chain build, which has been in every Sanctum Sanctorum set so far, which is really cool. You have noticed that on the top shelf of or on the top floor of the new one. Then there's a golden sword and this really nice little armchair build. So even though this is a very small space, and I don't really love that the walls are white down here, I will say that you don't notice it from the outside because it's covered up by like those gray stones. So I don't love that the interior is white when it should be, you know, like a darker color. I think it looks pretty cool. I just think the white makes it look a little bit like a doctor's office waiting room, which I guess, you know, is kind of funny because he's Doctor Strange. But yeah, I do like the couple of builds they threw in here. And something else that I really like is that they kept it going in the new set. So I'm gonna just have to lift this up. But you've got the epic staircase, which the old set did not have, but you have some nice details, stuff on the walls, a little globe. But then in this corner, you've got the exact same armchair build. And I really, really love it when LEGO does stuff like that. You've also got a very nice grandfather clock and like Doctor Strange's medical degrees and stuff like that. And then around the back, I keep accidentally grabbing minifigures. Around the back, you've got a bunch of little like references to different movies. And you can pick up this entire little section to reveal like a little storeroom with a fridge. Behind the fridge, you can get underneath the stairs and find the Tesseract. And then in this little room, the little sling ring room, this takes you to Kamartaj, where you've got the Time Stone and the Book of Cagliostro locked up. So this is my second favorite floor after the library, just because there's like so much to do and see here. But I just think the library is kind of like the coolest. I didn't talk about the minifigures. I don't have the minifigures from the 2018 Sanctum like readily available to me. They're kind of scattered like all over my house. So I didn't put them in this video because 4 of the minifigures were the same. You got Doctor Strange, Ebony Maw, Iron Man Mark 50, and Spider-Man in both sets. But the old Sanctum had Cull Obsidian, like Thanos' big kind of like Hulk-like son. And that was a really cool figure that's still exclusive to that set. The new Ebony Maw is a waste of space. And I think the new Spider-Man and Iron Man are also wastes of space in the new set. Especially Spider-Man. I mean, he's in his Stark suit. Like, you can see him up there. Why is he in his Stark suit? He was not ever at the Sanctum. And so I think that having him in this set was really a wasted space, and they could have given us a cool Iron Spider minifigure instead, and I would be less mad. And Iron Man Mark 50 is a waste of space too. Doctor Strange is, of course, not a waste of space, because this is his house. And I don't like the other minifigures in the new set. I think that all of them are very, like, lazily done, and, like LEGO just didn't put any effort into doing, like, some things on them. I complained for a long time in my review of the new Sanctum, so I'm not going to do that here. But yeah, I don't think that the minifigures were standouts in either set. The new Doctor Strange was really awesome in the 2018 set, and like those 2 children of Thanos. But the Iron Spider in that set, it was really cool, but like the leg print wasn't good because, yeah, just, it didn't have like dual molding and stuff. So hey, at least like slightly disappointing minifigures are a trend through both sets. And the new set should have had more magic characters, I think, like the Ancient One, and like some generic students would have been cool. But anyway, the new set is better. I do not like the minifigure selection in it. I do not like the overall build because I really hate how it's missing like that part of the Sanctum. I hate how it's not symmetrical. That's like the thing. Because it doesn't look like the Sanctum Sanctorum when it's missing like the other corner of it. So, but that being said, everything that is in this set is really good. And the old one was fantastic for the time. Like, that was a really, really good set for the time. And it is, I still think that this is like a perfect play set. It is just so cool. I love all of the play features. I love how half of it is Peter's apartment building, because if you don't like it, you can just modify it. But like for people like me, like I had that in my city on like a little corner because it gave me like 2 extra buildings. So this one is always going to have a special place in my heart, but unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to take it apart because now it won't fit in my city anymore because I've got the new one. So that's it for today. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.